In our notes video today, we're going to go over how to graph a slope and how to read the slope on a graph. So we remember that slope is rise over run, and rise can mean a positive rise, which is counting up, or a negative rise, which would be counting down. Run could be a positive run, which would be counting right, or a negative run counting left. So with this graph, the rise is going down 3. So 1, 2, 3. And it's going to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the slope for this graph is going to be -3 over 4. So now we need to talk about finding the slope when you're given a table. So slope basically means the change in y over the change in x. So I need to see how much does the y change on this side. So over here it goes +4, +4. And over here it goes +2, +2. So the change over here in the y is 4, and the change in the x is 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So the slope of this table is 2. In this one, I need to look at how the y changes. So from 8 to 4, it's being subtracted by 4. From 4 to 0, 4 minus 4 gives me 0. Now I need to look at the x. To get from -4 to -1, I would need to add 3. And to get from -1 to +2, I'm adding 3 again. So here, the slope is going to be -4 over +3. Now I need to look at how to find the slope from points. So we have ordered pairs that show the position on a graph. They're always written like this, x, y. So these are all ordered pairs that are on the same line. So the slope is the change in y over the change in x, and the formula we use for that is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we went ahead and labeled these ordered pairs, so now we're going to go ahead and plug them in. Y2 right here is 6, so I have 6 minus y1, which is 5. That's going to be over x2, which is 10, minus x1, which is 3. 6 minus 5 gives me 1, and 10 minus 3 gives me 7. So my slope here is 1 over 7. For my next one, I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to set it up on this line. Y2 is 10, y1 is 4, so I have 10 minus 4, and x2 is 15, x1 is 11, minus 11. 10 minus 4 is 6, 15 minus 11 is 4, and I can go ahead and simplify that even more. If I divide that by 2, I end up with 3 over 2. So the slope here is going to be 3 over 2. And my last one, I'm going to go ahead and label these myself. So x1, y1, and then x2, y2. So I need to do 9 minus -3. And then x2 is -7 minus +6. So I need to apply KFC because I'm subtracting with negative numbers up here. So I keep the 9, I flip the minus to a plus, and I change the negative to a positive. So I have 9 plus 3 now, which is going to give me 12. And same thing down here. So I'm going to keep this -7. I'm going to flip this minus to a plus, and I'm going to change this to a -6. So I get -7 plus -6, which is -13. So this slope is 12 over -13. So that's how you find the slope from points.